In today's session, I want to talk a little bit about OneDrive and a few of my favorite features. As you can see, OneDrive is organized into a number of areas. For instance, all of my files. I can look at files that I've recently interacted with. This is very helpful because we're commonly working on the same file for a few days, and then we move on to other things. Having a list of those recent files at the top is very helpful. I can even see files that have been shared with me by others, and I can see the latest activity on those files. As you can see, Alex Wilbur modified this particular file on February 4th. We have a recycle bin, much like we do on our local computer, allowing us to restore files that we have potentially deleted and want to come back. I also have access to any shared file libraries via Teams. Each of these represent a Teams library, and I have access to all of the documents in that. We commonly need to share files with people either inside our organization or outside of our organization. And a lot of times these files are larger than our email attachment limits will allow. The ability to share a file with an individual is extremely helpful. As you can see, we hover over the file, click the share button. Within this utility, I have the ability to control what they can do with this particular file. I could set an expiration date. Maybe we want to say they have a week to work with this file and then we'll revoke access automatically. Could even set a password so that we could send them a password in a separate email for a number of reasons. We can revoke access to the sharing of that file at any time. I carry multiple PCs, much like many of you. I have two work PCs, I have my personal PC, and of course my smartphone. I use the sync functionality so that it always keeps a local copy of the most recent files within my OneDrive. That way, even if I'm not connected to the internet, I have those files and it handles that synchronization for me automatically. I don't have to worry about copying and I remember the old days of my briefcase. I'm sure many of you do as well. One other feature I wanted to point out, too many times we're bombarded with nefarious individuals, we'll say, trying to encrypt our data. WannaCry is the one that comes to mind. Well, in the past, if that's happened, we immediately open a support help desk ticket and try to get them to restore our data. In this instance, you can actually do that yourself. You'll go up to settings, restore your data, and as you can see, take it just a second here. I could select a previous date, yesterday, 1 week ago, or even enter a custom date. We'll look at 1 week ago. And you can see I can actually restore those files individually back to my OneDrive. That's extremely helpful, not only in cases of encryption or things like that, but maybe we inadvertently make some changes that we want to revert back to. We can simply go in and restore those files. So there are a lot of other valuable features within Microsoft OneDrive. I would encourage you to explore them for yourselves. I hope you found this valuable. Thanks and have a great day.